Padmé Amidala was known to the galaxy as the brilliant young queen of Naboo, a tireless defender of democracy and peace. But deep within her beat, a power few could comprehend, a profound connection to the Force. Sensing this rare gift during her early reign, Grand Master Yoda approached her in secret. Recognizing that the Republic was quietly rotting from within, Yoda proposed an unprecedented trial. Train her covertly as a Jedi Guardian while she maintained her political station. Late at night, far from the prying eyes of Coruscant's elite, Padmé trained in the ancient arts. Under Yoda's strict supervision, she learned to shield her presence, hone her reflexes, and channel her intense discipline into martial mastery. She did not seek personal glory. Her singular motivation was to safeguard her people and protect a fragile republic from dark forces moving in the shadows. When the Trade Federation blockaded Naboo, Padmé refused to be a passive leader waiting for rescue. She coordinated with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, using her political mind to outwit the Federation and her secret battle skills to lead her people from the front lines. But as she descended into the hangar bay of Theed, a cold shiver ran down her spine. The air grew frigid, heavy with an ancient, toxic hatred. From behind the massive blast doors stepped a shadowed figure clad in black robes. The crimson blades of a double-bladed lightsaber ignited, casting an ominous red glow across the stone floor. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan drew their weapons, but Padmé stepped forward alongside them, her hands quietly resting near her own hidden lightsaber, knowing the true test of her double life was about to begin. The hangar bay exploded into violence. Darth Maul struck with lethal precision, his dual crimson blades a whirlwind of dark energy. Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi pressed the offensive, but the Sith Lord matched their skill, driving them toward the melting pit complex. Padmé moved with them, her plasma blaster raised, waiting for the precise moment to reveal her true hand. When energy barriers separated Obi-Wan, Maul isolated Qui-Gon, striking a brutal blow that brought the Jedi Master to his knees. Before the Sith could deliver the killing strike, Padmé shed her royal cloak. With a silent flick of her wrist, Qui-Gon's fallen lightsaber leaped into her hand. A brilliant green blade ignited, deflecting Maul's fatal blow with superhuman speed. Maul hissed, surprised by the sudden emergence of a powerful new force, but Padmé did not hesitate. Drawing upon the raw strength of her love for her people and an intense desire to protect the innocent, she unleashed a devastating flurry of strikes. Her political discipline translated into relentless combat precision. Obi-Wan watched in disbelief as Padmé parried Maul's aggressive thrusts, her connection to the Force flaring like a blazing sun. With a final, decisive leap, Padmé shattered Maul's defense, severing his weapon and striking down the Sith Lord before he could recover. As the force field dropped, Obi-Wan rushed to his master's side, stabilizing Qui-Gon's wounds. But as the Dark Warrior fell into the abyss, Padmé felt a terrifying ripple in the Force. A sinister presence, far greater and much closer than Darth Maul, had just taken notice of her extraordinary power. News of Darth Maul's defeat sent shockwaves through the Jedi Temple. Padmé Amidala had done what few thought possible, saving Master Qui-Gon and slaying a Lord of the Sith. Summoned before the High Council on Coruscant, she stood not as a politician, but as a warrior who held the fate of the Republic in her hands. The council was deeply divided. Traditionalists argued that holding political office violated the Jedi Code of Detachment. But Yoda and Qui-Gon, now recovering, insisted that Padmé was a unique weapon against an unseen threat. The Republic was teetering on the edge of corruption, and her dual perspective was precisely what the galaxy required. Recognizing her unprecedented strength, the High Council granted her an extraordinary dispensation. She would serve as both Senator of Naboo and a Jedi Master. Padmé swore a solemn oath to uphold justice in the Senate and in the Force. Her new status instantly transformed galactic politics. She walked the corridors of the Senate building clad in refined Jedi robes, her presence demanding absolute respect. Bureaucrats and corrupt delegates who once used intimidation were suddenly silenced by her keen mind and formidable battle prowess. Among those watching her rise was young Anakin Skywalker, who viewed her with absolute awe and growing reverence. But Supreme Chancellor Palpatine watched her with calculated dread. Padmé's sudden ascension had shattered his long-planned timeline. She was an anomaly he had not foreseen, a warrior politician capable of dissecting his dark plots both on the Senate floor and on the battlefield. For years, Padmé used her unique position to wage a silent war against galactic corruption. Armed with Jedi insight and political savvy, she began untangling the complex web of trade embargoes, secret financial transactions, and planetary blockades that were quietly destabilizing the Republic. While investigating illegal droid shipments in the Outer Rim, Padmé uncovered a shadow network directly linked to Coruscant. Using the Force to sense deception during Senate hearings, she traced the master thread directly to the executive building. She realized that the impending clone wars were not an organic crisis, but a manufactured conflict designed to centralize absolute power into a single office. Refusing to allow a war that would slaughter millions, Padmé gathered a loyal strike team, including Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. Instead of submitting her findings to a compromised Senate committee, she marched directly into the Chancellor's private office. Palpatine sat behind his desk, his expressions cool and composed, but Padmé did not offer political discourse. Drawing her lightsaber, its blue blade illuminating the dark wood of the office, she directly accused the leader of the Republic of high treason and Sith heresy. Palpatine's polite facade vanished, replaced by a sneer of pure venom. He realized his decades of careful planning had come down to this single, fatal moment. Palpatine moved with terrifying speed, drawing his hidden crimson lightsaber and leaping across the room with a demonic screech. The room erupted into an intense clash of plasma and dark magic. Obi-Wan and Anakin engaged the Chancellor, but Palpatine's ferocious dark side energy instantly threw them back, slamming them against the reinforced walls. Left alone, Padmé stepped into the path of the Sith Master. Palpatine unleashed a torrential storm of Sith lightning, blue arcs of raw destruction illuminating the night sky outside the Senate windows. Padmé raised her blade, catching the deadly energy on her weapon. The sheer force pushed her back, cracking the marble floor beneath her boots, but her resolve did not shatter. Channeling the collective spirit of the democracy she swore to defend, Padmé absorbed the assault and pressed forward step by step. "Your reign ends tonight, Palpatine," she declared, her voice echoing with the harmony of the Force. With a brilliant rotational parry, she disarmed the Chancellor, shattering his lightsaber and pinning him against his desk. Palpatine, his face twisted in desperate rage, attempted one final dark Force shockwave, but Padmé struck swiftly, ending the Sith Lord's life once and for all. The ultimate threat to the Republic was dead. But as Padmé stood alone in the quiet, smoke-filled office, staring at the empty chair of supreme power, a strange, overwhelming thought filled her mind. To truly fix this broken galaxy, perhaps democracy was no longer enough. In the chaotic aftermath of Palpatine's death, the Republic faced political collapse. Bureaucratic infighting, corporate greed, and planetary rivalries threatened to tear the galaxy apart without a strong central leader. Seeing the endless squabbling, Padmé stepped into the void, assuming broad emergency authority with the full backing of the military and the Jedi Order. At first, her actions brought unprecedented peace. She dismantled corrupt megacorporations, rooted out crime syndicates, and enforced galactic stability with an iron fist. But power slowly shifted her perspective. Padmé began to believe that ordinary citizens and squabbling senators were too weak, too short-sighted to govern themselves. The stress of maintaining absolute harmony began to warp her original noble intentions. Tempted by the seductive promise of absolute control, Padmé began restricting civil liberties, silencing political opposition, and using her formidable Jedi powers to enforce order across star systems. She convinced herself that this was the only way to prevent future wars and safeguard the innocent. Anakin Skywalker watched her transformation with growing horror. The woman he loved, once the ultimate champion of freedom and democracy, was slowly becoming the very tyrant she had fought so hard to destroy. The dark side had not claimed her through hatred, but through a noble desire to save everyone, no matter the cost. Padmé's sweeping decrees reached a breaking point when she announced a plan to permanently dissolve the Galactic Senate, centralizing all authority under a new council of Jedi Guardians. She argued that true peace required total control, and that democracy was an outdated experiment that had failed the galaxy. The Jedi High Council was horrified. Master Yoda realized that in their quest to defeat the Sith, they had allowed a new, well-intentioned threat to rise from within their own ranks. Uniting with key political dissidents and senior Jedi, the Council mobilized to strip Padmé of her executive power before her reign became absolute. It was Anakin Skywalker who stepped forward to lead the intervention. Confronting Padmé in the Grand Rotunda of the abandoned Senate, Anakin pleaded with her to see what she had become. "You are breaking the very galaxy you swore to protect," he shouted, his eyes filled with desperate pain. Padmé looked at him, her gaze cold and unyielding. She believed with every fiber of her being that her iron rule was the only thing preventing total chaos. Unsheathing her lightsaber, she took a combative stance against her closest allies. The air in the rotunda grew heavy as Anakin ignited his blade, realizing that to save the Republic he cherished, he would have to fight the woman he adored above all else. The duel within the Senate rotunda was catastrophic. Padmé fought with terrifying perfection, her vast force abilities pushing back the combined might of Anakin Skywalker and Master Yoda. Plasma burned through the historic pod platforms as the clash of lightsabers echoed like thunder through the empty chamber. She was nearly unstoppable, driven by an unshakable belief in her righteous cause. During a brutal lock of their blades, Anakin refused to strike back with lethal intent. Instead, he deactivated his weapon, exposing himself completely to her fatal blow. "If this is the peace you want, Padmé, then strike me down," he said quietly, looking into her eyes with unconditional love and trust. "But this isn't democracy. This is fear." Anakin's selfless surrender cracked the wall of dark certainty around Padmé's heart. She froze, her blade hovering inches from his chest. Looking around the shattered rotunda, she saw the destruction wrought by her desire for absolute control. She realized that by enforcing peace through fear, she had fallen into the exact trap the Sith had laid for the galaxy. Tears streaming down her face, Padmé extinguished her lightsaber and surrendered her supreme command. She voluntarily resigned from political office and stepped down from her supreme position, choosing love, humility, and genuine democracy over absolute tyranny. Under her guidance, a reformed Jedi Order stepped back into their true role as guardians of peace, while a restored Senate rebuilt a galaxy truly free.